thank you for joining me. I am the Fuzz. And let's talk about the deck everybody is probably wondering about why I haven't covered yet. The Hermillion Elves. Well, my version isn't strictly Hermillion Elves, but what we want to know is the elves, the elf things with Hermillion in it. So that's what we're going to cover today. Let's jump right into the deck. So, Hermillion, right? Why Hermillion? Well, the idea with Hermillion is you only have to build up a very small board before you can do the double damage and just kill your opponent very easily. And it has particularly strong synergy with Path, and we'll cover that in a little bit. But first of all, let's look at the deck. So you're probably wondering, hey Fuzz, shut the hell up, let's talk about the deck. So, this deck is actually very simple. You see these 10 cards? That's it. It's just 10 cards, 4 copies of each. So from the order side of things, we just have Cavalry Field. Cavalry Field is really good because of the extra speed bump, allows you to trade really, really well. Or sometimes allows you to run over certain defenders you wouldn't be able to otherwise. And it's just a really, really good card. Has 3 speed, which is good. It's not an elf, but this deck really doesn't care about elves one way or the other. So, yeah. Cavalry Field is a excellent card. Path of Transcendence. This is one of the critical cards in the deck because what it does is it essentially gives you the opportunity to beat control decks. You play a path, then you just start putting creatures under it. And because they're under path, most control decks can't do anything about it. And then once you have like 3 of them, you just leave 1 mana at the end of your turn. You use that to bring all the creatures out at the end of your opponent's turn. They'll all be exhausted, but then his turn is over. Then it's your turn. All your creatures can now attack. And with Hermillion's hero power, they can attack twice. And if you have some mana spare mana, you can use like Outbreaks and Landslides to just clear the way for lethal. So this is how you're going to win some of your games if you just can't rush them down. Really, really good card. And I think it's really what makes the deck what it is. Without this, it would just be another aggressive deck. But with Path, you can beat just about any control deck because you can set up your... You can almost think of this as a combo, right? You play Path and you combo it with like 2 or 3 creatures. That's it. It's surprisingly easy to get lethal because it's like every creature you get from it has a might counter and then it attacks twice. So something like an Elf Warrior will do 6 damage with the Hermillion hero power. Haldir will do 8 damage. So you really don't need much to kill your opponent with this. So that's why it's in the deck. You run 4 because it also draws you a card, so it's never really dead. And you do want it, definitely, in a lot of cases. It's even useful against aggressive decks sometimes. Especially Rage, if they have too much removal, you can just start hiding stuff under it. And sometimes just getting a simple +1 counter or even 1 creature can be all you need. So, yeah, really cool card. And then Elite Vanguard, this is the other order card. He's here because, since he's level 2, he resists Blood Witch Harpy. And second of all, a 3/3 body is really solid. He can kill goblins. He doesn't die to any elf, basically, unless they play Ambush Strike on it. So, really solid body and just, you know, puts in a lot of damage when the Hermillion hero power is triggered. And with a Cavalry Field Captain, he becomes a 4/4 with 3 speed and can kill just about anything. So, really solid card. And now for the nature cards, we've got Elf Scout. This is the 1-drop of choice. The other one is the Grove Guardian, but there's so few elves in the deck, a total of 12. A Grove Guardian just isn't going to work. So you got to run this guy. His job mostly is to oppose enemy goblin warriors and stuff like that. That's all he really does. But he has 4 speed, which is good. Then we've got Ambush Strike. This is one of the 2 combat tricks. Really good. A +2/+2 is enough to let you overpower any creature, and because it's 1 mana, it's really easy to squeeze it in between your turns. So that's pretty good. 4 Elf Warriors. This is the 2-drop of choice, one of them anyways. Again, it's just good body, good speed. That's what you want. And then Jungle Death Trap. This is the card that may surprise some people. So obviously I wanted another 2-drop that's nature-based. And my choices were between this, the Summoner Druid, and the Sunrise Fairy thing, the 2/1 flyer. The thing is, the fairy would have been good because it's flying. The problem with her is that since she only has 1 health, even if you captain her up to 3-2, she doesn't actually kill anything. She only trades. Whereas the Elf Warrior actually kills stuff because it becomes a 3-3. So that's why I chose to go against it. Also, Mutant kills her instantly, which sucks. And Summoner Druid could work, but the Jungle Death Trap is aimed to be more effective against more control-y decks. And also, I don't know if it's a she, this thing. Anyways, this thing works really well with Path. You can play it and put it under Path, and it's a 5-5 when it comes out. And if it gets a swing twice, it's going to do a lot of damage. So it works really well. It's occasionally bad. It's kind of bad against Corruption because of the Infected Survivor. If they play Infected Survivor against this, then they'll still get a Zombie Legionnaire, and that's just bad for you. But a lot of the other times it works well. If you don't like Death Trap, if you want to be more aggressively oriented, you could put in Summoner Druid. It's just that it's kind of hard to follow it up. The dream is to play Summoner Druid on 2, and then on 3 play like 2 3-drops, right? Either Cavalry Field Captain or Vanguard, and that could work. But I decided to go with Death Trap, and I don't really regret my choice. But I assume that the Summoner Druid could work just as well. I just find it that if you don't have that follow-up, it's a really weak creature on the board. So, yep. 4 Tornado Outbreaks. This is the other 1-mana trick. It's a phenomenal card because it lets you protect your board. It lets you get rid of dangerous threats. Things like Phoenix. Yes, they will come back. But with this deck, you're never trying to last very long. You want to end the game quickly. And so, end of turn Outbreak on like a big creature can really be a huge tempo swing. And it's just a great card overall. Then for Landslide, this is the last of the spells. Landslide is just what you use to, do heavy removal on your opponent's board because it can get rid of spells and artifacts as well. It's very handy against things like Reflector. If you prepare your combo and they have like a Reflector and you're worried about like bouncing pacifies or something, you can just play Landslide, get rid of the Reflector, maybe get rid of an Angelic Song as well, and just do your thing. I run 4 because this card just always seems to be good. You get rid of 2 of your opponent's cards, and if those cards cost more than 4 mana, it's basically a tempo advantage. And it's card advantage as well because you get rid of 2 cards for just 1. Yes, they can replay them, but you don't really care. You're trying to win relatively quickly. And Landslide helps you do exactly that. That's why it's in here. And the last card is Hardly Rider. This card is just too good not to run. It's a bit expensive, but at the same time, the fact that it has Swift gives you an opportunity to come back on the board from behind, and it also works really well with Path, because if you have a Path and you top like a Haldiri, you can play the Haldiri, hit the face for 3, and put him under. And then next turn, you'll just bring him out. He'll be a 4-4, and you could swing twice with the hero power for another 8. So Haldiri is just a really good card in the deck. It's one of your heavy hitters. It's how you come back on the board. It's how you beat control decks a lot of the time. That's it. Yeah, that's really it. There's 20 shrines, 11 nature, and 9 order. You could do 10 and 10. There's no skill shrines at all because card draw is something you need. You only go up 2 aspects and then just card draw, card draw, card draw. You can't really afford to spend cards on shrines. The only shrine you could even really use would be the Elven Sanctuary, which buffs up your elves. But again, there's not enough elves, I think, to make it worth it. So, yeah, that's the deck. It doesn't really look all that inspired because it's just a handful of cards that work together. But it turns out to be effective mostly because of Path. I originally tried this deck with Order, like starting with Order instead of Nature, but cards like Haldiri, Landslide, and Outbreak are just too good. Order cannot replicate these effects nearly well enough. And Ambush Strike is more useful most of the time than Touch of Light. Also because Order's 2-drops are just not good. The Elf Warrior beats all of them because it has 3 speed. So I think I went with the right choices. Again, if you want to test out this deck, some different variations, you could replace the Death Trap with a Summoner, something like that. But other than that, there's not much more you could change here. There's no Niena in this deck because, again, there's not enough elves to make it work. Or you could just take out Path if you want, and just go for a standard elf deck. But this is the variant I wanted to try out, and it worked pretty well. It had a pretty good win rate. Mostly my losses were either against Rage because they just had too good of an opening, or I got screwed like on land or something. And the occasional loss, there was one or two because I actually just failed at math. And that's cool. I do like a deck that gives you the opportunity to fail because it requires you to play it well. And this deck is actually deceptively difficult sometimes because you do have to figure out how to use your mana precisely. And basically, here's what a typical turn would look like. You would start off with an Elf Scout, right? You know, hopefully. And then into an Elf Warrior. And then on turn 3, you're going to want to play either a Vanguard or a Cavalry Field or maybe Path, depending on what you're up against. And then turn 4 is the interesting one because you don't have a card that actually costs 3 mana. So what you do, you play one of your 2 mana costing cards and then you save the 1 mana for a trick usually. Or if you have Path on the board, you will play like a Vanguard, put the Vanguard under, and then just bring him out next turn with a card draw. So that's where that goes. And then with 4 mana on turn 5, either Haldir or Landslide or whatever you need to do. So yeah, that's the deck. I hope you enjoy. You can try it out, try out some different variations, and I'll see you guys next time. Sure, there's somebody playing. Oh, there we go. Well, we're gonna want more stuff than this. I guess that works. Alright, so we're playing against the control deck. That's perfectly fine. We have Path. So, all that, however, is not okay. We miss a 1-drop, which kind of sucks. I'm guessing he's playing Horizons here. No. Like, I swear to God, every single time somebody has Horizons. Whispering Tree. Whisper crazy things in my ear. Okay. Alright, we start developing a big board here, I think. Well, it depends on what he plays. If he plays Library Guards, we'll just play Cavalry Field Captain. Oh. We might be facing down a Phoenix here pretty soon. So we have to prepare for that. As in outbreak it. No, it's a Word of Fire. I'm actually okay with that. Means we get to get in some damage. And we don't have to worry about outbreaking anything. Alright, let's get in for 3. And then... yeah, we'll Path here. Jin? Okay, we're gonna wait till we get more stuff. Okay. We got more stuff. But how much damage is this? 4, 7. It's not quite lethal. Reflector. We're not going to attack because he probably has Fireball. Now we have the lethal setup. So basically what we want to do is bring them out next turn and then like landslide away his Reflector. Actually he almost can't really kill any of this shit with Fireball. I will bring him out. I think it's worth it. Whatever. Okay. Haldiri Rider. That's pretty good. We gotta do this. Alright, let's see what he does. Does he have like 2 fireballs here? That's what he needs basically. Or 2 flash freezes, I guess. Oh, there's a fireball. That's not the right target though. Unless he has flash freeze and another fireball. Okay, well I guess we win. If he's letting this attack go through. Hello, Merwin. I hope you're enjoying this cancerous stream of pure cancer. So, I don't know. Oh, we got Merwin. Cool. Be gentle with me. Oh, what the hell is that? He's playing some kind of bullshit goblin deck. I'll block here. I think it's worth it. Play the death trap here. Oh wow, he had a 1-drop and a 2-drop? Really? Oh, that sucks. Can't really do much about that though. That's the thing with these aggressive decks, and you know, if they just keep playing removal after they play like their 1 and 2 drop, then you just can't. Like, you can never catch up on the board. What I need is Haldiri Rider. Landslide? Landslide's interesting. I don't know if it's good. No, we will do it. It takes away a lot of damage. And slows down his roll somewhat. Wow. Burning Rage? Really? Can we get a Haldiri Rider? No. What other cards does he have? We're gonna take a bit of a risk here. This could end badly. I wasn't expecting this thing. Oh, he's just gonna do that. Wow. Okay. Alright. These are not really the cards I want right now. Taking the 7 damage may have been bad. I gotta outbreak this, or he'll probably just kill me. Like, I can't take another 6. I can't be dead to, like, 1 spell. Yeah, we gotta send that back. Oh, actually, I misplayed. Shouldn't have done that. That's weak sauce. Not a big fan of this play, but I may not have a choice. Let's see if he replays Burning Rage, actually. He does. And he has the Phoenix. I have to do this. I'm going to need to draw something good here. A landslide, I think, will be winning. Cavalry Field Captain. That could be good. I can just play everything, actually. Do we have lethal here? We just gotta control the board, I think. Which way? We're playing the captain for sure. But we're gonna power up. Let me power up this. Yeah. Do I power this up to 6? Oh, I forgot about the bug. Okay, I can't actually undo the attack. Oh, he can do that. That's right. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, I forgot about the bug that if you commit the second attack, you can't actually undo it, which is really annoying. Well, I could lose to a lot of stuff here. But we don't have a choice. Fire Blast. Oh yeah, that just wins. Okay. I misplayed with the outbreak. I should have brought my stuff out earlier. Yeah, there's got to be a faster way to do this. Like, this is just painfully slow. He is exact lethal too. Okay, so that was my fault. I guess I'll keep. I feel like just having the 1-drop on the board is important. Even though we don't have a 2-drop at the moment. Maybe we'll draw into one. Vultures take a choice. Yeah, but wow. Really? Well, you better have a creature next turn or you just lose. That's a bit of a early Burning Rage? Okay. Well, I'll just keep hitting face, I guess. He has Fire Blast as well. But the important thing is that we're slowing him down. Well, we gotta start building up the combo. Don't worry, Boltor. I'm not gonna tell anyone that you're here. Don't worry. What is this bullshit? Okay, and play Haldiri actually. Kill that. Maybe I should have gone face with Haldiri. Wow. He's really racing me now. Okay. He's got pretty big balls there, that's for sure. I almost want a landslide. Come on, it's gonna be... just to slow him down, actually. I don't think it's necessary, though. We'll do it this way. We could put something under, actually. Could he possibly kill me here? He's got 4 here. That puts me at 7. But he has to remove the, this thing. Yeah, I think this is safe to put under. Because he has to remove the 3/3 as well. I don't think he can kill me and remove the 3/3. And I actually have lethal right now. That's okay. Because it doesn't kill me. And he takes the extra damage from Burning Wedge, which sure ensure victory. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Okay. That's kind of bad, actually. Unless I coin the death trap, but I don't know what he's playing yet. Alright. Who wants Boltor to come on stream live? Okay, he's playing that kind of deck. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna play Horizons, and then he's gonna want to be able to hero power after this. So the death trap is a good play because he can't hero power off the death trap. Okay. Whereas if I play the Elf Warrior, he just hero powers that. So he has to play like a Library Guards or something. Yep. That's what I thought he would do. I could get fire blasted. So what we're gonna do is this. Actually, I don't know why I coined. Now that I think about it, I'm not gonna want it to come back. I guess we're saving it for Ambush Strike or Outbreak, I mean. Yep. Okay, it turned out to be a good decision here. Gotta send that shit back. Ah! I accidentally clicked Microsoft Word. We're not gonna bring it out yet because we don't have to. We actually are going to get rid of Captain, if you can believe that. I know it's a crime, basically. Okay, I think we have enough damage here. 2, 7... Yeah, we have enough damage to kill him. Oh, please attack me with everything. Thank you. Alright, game's over. So, Boltor, you want to come on stream or no? It's up to you. I was saving in a landslide here in case I needed it, but he's completely exhausted, so... I actually have, like, lethal with just this. Oh, not quite. You're in the hallway thing? That's okay. It'll be fun. Easy times. $16-10. Ah, it's a Hermillion mirror match. It's always dangerous. What the hell is that? Militia? These seriously just play a militia against me? And what else? 2 militia. Whoa. You know, one of the funny thing? He could actually... Oh, no, he can't play Cavalry Field Captain. Never mind. I lied. Alright, we'll get Boltor on. It's always fun. Oh, he don't go on... Oh, man. It's happened. Oh, I wonder how it's gonna sound.
Why do I still hear the ringing? Someone else calling me?
It's probably from the stream. You should probably silence that, so you don't hear me twice. Oh, what do we got? He's probably holding.
I want to hear you twice.
Pacify or some kind of bullshit like that. Alright, let's see that Pacify.
I don't know. At least from so far from what I'm seeing, it looks like he's just trying to be a token swarm Hermillion deck as opposed to
the good one.
Yeah.
What's it? Set the noise to nothing? I'm not sure what Zaralton is talking about when he says set it to nothing.
He might be talking about there's a one of two things. I think there's a way to like silence the call noise and everything like that from in Skype settings, but I think there's also he might be talking about like the oh, what's it called? Like the sound mixer or whatever you want to call it. That's built into every computer. Volume mixer. That's it.
I've got the volume mixer here.
And you can go through and you can
oh, he means the
mute.
dial tone. Okay. Wow,
Oh,
he's
okay.
swinging with
I guess
four militia. This is for real now.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to set up the lethal before he tacticians me off the face of the earth. I mean, actually, I just have to save Outbreak. That's all I have to do.
About to say, in fairness, if he swings with all that with a Master Tactician, you're in some real trouble. But
yeah, we're gonna save Outbreak to stop it from happening because we don't want to take 8 damage. Oh yeah, it's Zaral. I keep calling him Zaralton for some reason. Oh, we could kill one of his militia, but we want to get the face damage in for sure.
yeah, I mean, Hermillion's just a race. Oh, what am I doing watching your stream? I could just...
You can just observe me, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
That would be much better. If you
hop out chat so I can keep talking to the...
We've had this discussion before, Boltor. Don't watch the actual stream if you're in the stream.
Yes, but I mean, there were like a dozen or so control decks and just as many Burke aggro decks. So no, I was more referring to the first one I did a video on was Wisdom Corruption, which is at least a little different from Wisdom
Whoa.
Dominion that everyone plays.
Okay.
We had a Grand Reunion deck at the Invitational. Did you know that?
Huh.
Rimule, I believe.
That's
Made it
pretty
in
cool.
the top 8, so...
that must mean it's legit.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm 1 mana short here.
I mean... You know what it probably was? Because it was a Dara's Stormborn deck as the hero, maybe it was just bait because he figured his opponent would ban that deck.
Could have been.
Maybe it was just bait. I don't know.
I'm
It
playing
seems like a
Halgiri.
kind of a... It's a really kind of weird list, although I really like it. Takes full advantage of what's it? Lifeborn Incarnate.
Lifebound.
Lifebound. That's it. No one ever plays it, so.
I gotta be careful here. I could accidentally die.
Let's see. 3, 6.
But I still misplayed here because I can't get my guys out of path for another turn. Actually, I can get the captain, which could be good. Okay. So I'm taking 6. Wait, I think I might lose, actually. Damn it. I did misplay this. 4. Ah, damn it. I did misplay this. I think I'm losing because of that now.
Well, as I told Toast, it's not a misplay as long as you learn from it.
No, it's definitely a misplay. I should have brought I should not have outbreaked the tactician. Yeah, I just did the math wrong here, and now I take exact lethal. And that's after he opened with 2 militia. I feel so embarrassed. This is by far the weakest deck I've lost to. But path is deceptive.